Hello everyone, my name is Alexa and this is Aiden, and today we're going to be teaching you how to play this fun game called Karma. So the goal of this game is to get rid of all of your cards. So there are 16, it goes 1 to 16 with the cards. So you have to play cards that are higher than the number laid down. And you also have 4 different wild cards that you might have in your hand. So there's a 5 or below card, and that means that you have to play the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 if the person lays down the card. There's the give the pile to the friend card, and if I lay down this card, then the whole discard pile would go to Aiden. The next card is bottoms up, so you're going to take the card from the bottom of the discard pile and move it to the top, and that's what you have to play with, or the play the table card. So this card will make more sense once we deal, but this will be the cards that are set in front of you, and that's what you can play from. So we'll show you how to deal out the cards. So each person is going to have 3 cards that are face down in front of them. So you'll lay them down like this in front of each person. So these cards cannot be looked at, and they won't be played till the end of the game. So then each person will get 6 cards. So then you'll put the pile in the middle and flip one over to start play. So the 6 cards that are in your hand, you can look at them, and you have to decide which 3 cards you want to lay on top of your cards going face down. So since you have to play a card higher than the number laid down, it makes more sense to lay down higher numbers on these cards because there's a bigger chance you'll be able to play. So if the card laying down here is a 15, the only card that can be played is a 15 or higher. You can't play a lower number card on top of the 15. So I'm going to choose my higher number cards to lay down on top. You can also choose one of your wild cards. It's completely up to you. I'm going to put one of my wild cards down as one of my options. So these cards can only be played once we run out of this big stack in the middle, or you have one of those tabletop wild cards I showed you earlier. Then that allows you to play these cards, because you also have to get rid of all these cards to win the game. So the card that's in the middle is what everyone will play from. So if I play, then I have to play a 15 or a 16. If I don't have a 15 or 16, I have to pick up the discard pile. So right now it would only be 1 card if I couldn't play, but later on in the game, if you can't play, you'll have to pick up the entire stack. If you are able to play, then you draw 1 card, because you have to have 3 cards in your hand at all times. So the most important rules of the game to remember are to make sure that if you play the give a pile to a friend wild card, that you remove it from play completely. The other wild cards can stay in the pile that we're playing with, but we want to remove those so that we make sure we can run out of the deck. And also, if you play 3 cards in a row, so if I had 3 15s in my hands, I could play them on top of here, and then all those cards would go out of play, to make sure that we can work through all the cards here and get to these bottom cards. So when we get to the very bottom cards on the deck, or on our pile, we flip those over and play them. So we can't look at any of the 3 on the bottom, so it will kind of be a mystery of who ends up winning. So I might flip over a 3 and then have to pick everything up, while someone else might have a 16 that's hidden under here. So that's the mystery of the game, is what your last 3 cards will be, but whoever runs out of cards first is who wins the game. So I hope that you guys enjoy playing this game and that all the rules made sense. Have fun with Karma.